Hi, welcome to automationtesting.in. In this video, we will see assertions in JUnit 5. So what do you mean by assertion? Assertion means you are verifying something. So if your assertion is passed, then your test case marked as passed. If your assertion fails, your test case marked as failed. Okay. So by taking one example, we'll see what is that assertion and how it is helpful, how many types of assertions are there. Okay, let's go to Eclipse. So I will create a class under JUnit test, new class assertions test. Okay, so I will take some code from my previous file. I'll take before each. Okay, I'll take this and I don't need all. I'll remove. I don't need these two. So I'm taking this calculator. So I don't need even this. Now I have written a calculator function. I want to verify that is working fine or not. So public void, I'll say assert equals test. Okay, just an example. And this is a test method. Now, int sum is equals to calc of add, I'll say 2, 2. Normally, if you want to check something, how you'll do? If sum is equals to 2, test case is pass. Okay, test case, test passed, something like this. Else failed. Else you can say system.out.println test failed. Okay, so sum equals to 2 I'm saying, but sum equal 4. When I execute this, what happens? Test failed, I'm getting test failed in the console, but when you come to the test case, this JUnit report, you will say that it is passed, but in the real time it is not passed. So this is the issue when you use if else. But if there is something wrong, then my test case should mark as failed in the report, and I should get why that happened. Okay, so that is the reason we'll not use if else condition. For that we'll use assertions. Okay, you have one of the, what do you say, assertions. You see that r.junit.jupyter.api. Assertions is a class. Dot, when you say dot, you will have a number of overloaded method. Assert all, assert all, assert all, assert all means these are collection. This is executable, this is stream, this is boolean, this is byte, this is char, means all overloaded methods. You can compare any two values. Okay, so I'll say assert equal, right? Assert equal. Sorry. Assert equals. So you can mention whatever, and you should remember the first value should be expected and the second value should be actual. Expected means what you are expecting when you perform this action. I'm expecting 4. The actual is from where it is coming after performing this action, the sum. The sum is actual here, right? 4 comma sum. Now, if I run this, run as JUnit test, let it execute. What happens, we'll see. You see here, the assertion equals test pass. If it pass, you will not get anything. Run 1 of 1, error 0, failure 0. Right? But what happens when I'm giving wrong information? I'm expecting 2, but I'm getting 4. In that scenario, what happens? I'll execute the same test again. We have so many things to discuss in this. So we'll see one by one. So you see that failures 1, and when you see this, assert equals test into mark failed, and the reason here, you see, expected 2 but was 4. Okay, assertion failed error. You are getting assertion failed error. I'm expecting 2 but it was 4. Okay, it is giving exact information what happened, why, because why the test failed. Okay, this is assert equals. So if you do not want to mention assertions dot, I want to use it directly this one. I think for this assertions, you can mention here static. Okay, if you mention static, I think not this one. No need to mention that then. I'm not very sure, but we'll see. Assert equals add static assert equals. Okay, so this way you need to do again and again. Okay, no problem. If you directly import, you can directly use assert equals. If you do not want to do this one, assertions dot, you can mention that. So this is assert equals, and you have 3 parameters here. Okay, here you see expected actual, but you have one more, that is comma. Then you will mention one. What you see? Assertions dot assert equals. Sorry, it is. I have taken this from. Another one. So assert equals. What is happening? Now static import. This is issued from Jupyter. Previously I have taken another one. So 2 comma some comma. You can mention your own message also for the failure, the reason. Okay, test failed as expected value is not equal to actual value, something like I'm giving. So when it pass, there is no use of this method actually. Okay, we'll run this. There it is giving expected 2, actual 4, something like that, right? I don't want that. I want to put my own message. Okay, so that time what happens? So now the test passed, so nothing will come. But if it fails, I'll put here 3. Okay, I'm expecting 3, but 4. When it fails, now you will see this information. Test failed as expected value is not equal to the actual value. So we'll try to run this and we'll see. If we discuss this information for one method, one assertion, the remaining things it is same. let it execute. So it failed, and you see that assertion error, test failed as expected value is not actual value. After that, the system displayed expected 3 but was 4. Okay, this is also coming, but apart from that, you can put your own message. Test failed as expected value is not equal to actual value. Okay, so this is what assert equals means. If both assert equals means the expected and actual both should be same, then it passed the test case. The same way you have assert not equals. Assert not equals means it is expecting two values should be different. If both are same, then it fails. Means it is opposite of this test case. Okay, assert not equals test. Here I'll say assert not equals, and I need to import this. Okay, then if both are equal, it will fail. The test failed as expected value is equal to actual value. That is the reason it is failing. But what I'm expecting, both values should not be equal. Assert not equals. So that time I'm giving the both are same. I'm expected for some 4, both 4 comma 4. Then assert equals, but it is not equals. So obviously my test will fail. If both are different, my test case will pass. Okay. Now it failed. See, test failed as expected value is equal to actual value. You see, expected not equal but was 4 means if both are not same means to which value it has to match. Both should see, if both are equal means I'm expecting 4, it should be 4. But here it is coming 4. Okay, it is coming 4. But both should not be equal means except to 4, if you give any value, it will pass. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 100, 1000, 10,000, whatever it may be. Then it will pass. That is the reason it will not give expected this one, but actual this one it will not give. Expected not equal but was 4. The reason is the other value should be anything except 4. So that is the reason it will not say what it should be. Okay, but you'll get this information. But if I say I can give some random number, okay, both should not be equal. 4, 1, 2, 5, 4, 5, both are not equal. So my test case will pass. So you should understand this concept, then it is very easy to use. So my test case is pass. That's it. Okay. So now we'll see another assertion. We have seen assert equals, assert not equals, assert array equals, we'll see. Okay. Not only single value, you can assert multiple means arrays also. Okay. Public void assert array equals test. Okay. Now we'll see, we'll take otherwise assertions dot assert array equals. This is also so many, you can verify for string array, integer array, byte array, whatever it is. First expected. So I'll give new integer array of 1 comma 2 comma 2 comma 3, and expected also same thing. Okay, I'm giving both same, new integer array 1 to 3, new integer array 1 to 3. So when I run this, when I run this, it will pass. It will pass. The reason is both arrays are equal and these are integer arrays. Okay. So now what I'll do, I'll change the order of values in the array. Okay, that is 1 2 3. This is 1 3 2. Now we'll see what happens. Actually, array means it should both values should be equal. Now I change this is 1 2 3, but 1 3 2. Now what happens when you give? And each method you can give this message. For each assert method, you can give that message, the customized message which you want. Both the arrays are not equal, as the size is different, as the order is different, something like that you can give. So it failed, and you see that array contains different index 1, expected 2 but was 3. So in the 0 1, in the 1 position, here it is 2, here it is 3. Right, this is expected value, this is the actual value. So that is the reason it has given. So now I'll take one more example. I'll change the number of elements inside this. Okay, I'll say 1 2 3 comma 4. Okay, so this is 1 2 3, and there we have 1 2 3 4, 4 elements here, 3 elements. We'll see what happens when it is something like this. It again failed. Say array length differs. Expected array length is 3 but was 4, right? 0 1 2 3, 3 elements. 0 1 2 3 means 1 2 3 were 4 elements. See, it is giving exact information. Array lengths differ. Okay, when you mention assertions, you'll get the proper information also. So now we'll see one more thing. Assert null test. Okay, so I'll say string null string is equals to, I'll say null. Okay, and I'll say assertions dot assert null. So it is expecting null. So it is expecting null. I am expecting a null. So that time it will pass. Right. It is expecting by default null value. I am also providing the null value. So it will pass. You see, the test passed. Now I'll take string not null string is equals to, I'll give jinit5 here, and I'll pass this here. Now if I run this, we'll see what happens. It is expecting null value, but we are giving some string value. It is not null. So obviously it will fail, and you'll get the information that what exactly happening. You see that expected null, but was jinit5. Okay. So the same way you have assert not null. Assert not null. So assert not null means it is not expecting null value. There should be some value. So I'm giving that value jinit 5. So obviously it will pass. It's a reverse of assert null test. If you provide null here, then it will fail. You see that assert, the test passed. Now I'll give null string. Okay, so but it is not expecting null. So this time if I run this, it fails the test and you'll get the output something like this: expected not null, right? But you are getting null value. Okay, this is another assertions. We'll take one more: public void assert to true test. We have assert to true. So here what happens? The same thing. True means it will accept Boolean value. Boolean true value is equals to true. Boolean false value is equals to false. Something like this. Assertions dot assert to true. We have assert trues also, but assert true. And this assert true will expect only one value, that is true or false. When I say true value means true, obviously it will pass. So it is passed. When you give false value, it will fail and it will give you the message that expected true but found false. And here also you can mention the customized message. You see, expected true but was false. The same way you have assert false, the reverse of assert true. Okay, I copy pasted that assert here false. So it is expecting false. I am sending false, so it will pass. What it is expecting, if you are providing the same information, then it will pass. If other than what it is expecting, if you give another thing, then it will fail. Now it is expecting assert false. I am giving the false value, so obviously the test will pass. You see the test pass. Now I'll provide this true value. Okay, it is expecting false value, but I given true value. So now obviously it will fail. Expected false, but was true, you will get. You see that it failed, expected false, but was true. And as I said, you can mention some string value here also. Okay, so test failed as test expecting false, but found true. Okay, something like I'm giving. If I run this one, so you'll get this customized message also, like, along with your system defined message. So we'll see that. You see that test failed as test expecting false but found true. After that, it is giving expected false but was true. Okay, you can mention this message for all the assertions. Okay, your own. So these are all very frequently used and very important assertions: assert equals, assert not equals, assert not null, assert true, assert false. This is one extra thing you have one provision I am showing: assert for this array equals. Okay, so this is all about assertions in JUnit 5. Okay, that's all in this video. Thank you.